Meet Warren Buffett, the legendary investor known as the Oracle of Omaha. Renowned as one of the world's top investors, he is the founder and CEO of the American investment giant, Berkshire Hathaway. In February 2021, the Bloomberg Billionaires Index reported Warren Buffett's wealth to be $93.2 billion. Warren Buffett, renowned for ascending to the top 10 richest individuals worldwide through his stock market investments, was born in the year 1930. At 94 today, he continues to be active. What is even more remarkable is the fact that he built more than 90% of his wealth after he turned 60. So what's the secret sauce to amassing such incredible wealth? In today's video, we'll explore the world of Warren Buffett, arguably the greatest investor in history. Warren was born on August 30, 1930, in Omaha, Nebraska, as the second among three children of Howard Homan Buffett and Layla Stahl Buffett. The Buffett family wasn't always prosperous. Warren's grandfather, Ernest Buffett, operated a grocery store to make ends meet. Things changed when Warren's dad, Howard Buffett, struck it big as a stockbroker and even made it as a Republican U.S. representative, climbing the ranks to become a notable local figure with both wealth and influence. In his childhood, Warren was shy and not very sociable. However, he had an exceptional knack for numbers and money, setting him distinctly apart. When it came to numbers, Warren Buffett was simply in a league of his own. Following in his father's footsteps as a stockbroker, by the age of 8, young Warren began exploring books about stocks. By 10, he had read every investment book available in the Omaha library. Warren, who required glasses from an early age, is still known for devoting up to 80% of his day to reading. At one point, he gave this advice during a shareholders meeting. "I think you should read everything you can. I know by the time I was 10, I'd read every book in the Omaha Public Library that had anything to do with investing, and many of them I'd read twice. I read a book at age 19 that formed my framework for thinking about investments ever since. I mean, what I'm doing today is running things through the same thought pattern that I got from a book I read when I was 19. At 11, Warren ventured into the stock market by buying shares in Cities Service, an oil company. He purchased 3 shares, each priced at $38, but soon afterward, the stock price dropped to $27. Young Warren was frightened. When the price rose back up to $40, he quickly sold. However, the stock eventually surged to $200. Warren learned an invaluable lesson. He realized the importance of being long-term and patient in the stock market. Warren showed a keen interest in business from a young age. At just 6 years old, Warren was already selling chewing gum, soda, golf balls, and popcorn for money. By 15, he had saved $2,000, which he used to buy 49,000 square meters of farmland. At 17 and still in high school, Warren teamed up with his good friend Don Danley to start a pinball machine rental business. They bought used pinball machines and installed them in barbershops, splitting the earnings with the shop owners. As the word spread, demand started to increase. And by the time Warren completed high school, he had collected $6,000, which would amount to approximately $74,000 in today's dollars. His friend Don Danley, who was in the venture together, recalled, "Warren couldn't even attach a nut to a bolt. He was absolutely clueless with anything mechanical. Warren had the ability to effortlessly add up 22-digit numbers in his head." Warren likely read over 100 books on economics by high school graduation. Don Danley, who believed in Warren's potential from the start, put $25,000 into Warren's investment partnership early on and eventually became a billionaire because of it. Buffett, academically advanced for his age, skipped multiple grades in elementary school, becoming eligible for college significantly earlier than his peers. However, he had no interest in going to college. He figured there wasn't much new to learn there. Still, with his father's persuasion, Warren decided to attend college. He attended the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania for 2 years, then transferred to the University of Nebraska, earning a bachelor's degree in business. He then applied to Harvard Business School. However, contrary to his expectations, Buffett ended up being rejected by Harvard, so he went to Columbia Business School instead. That was destiny, because this is where Benjamin Graham taught, the father of value investing and the author of Securities Analysis and The Intelligent Investor, books that had profound impact on young Buffett. At Columbia, Warren learned under his idol, Benjamin Graham. He reread Ben Graham's books so many times that he nearly memorized them. Whenever Graham asked questions to the class, Warren was always the first to raise his hand. Buffett's discipline earned A+ grades in all of Graham's classes, an impressive feat given that Graham was no easy professor. In fact, Buffett was the only student to achieve such top marks among Graham's students. Under Graham's mentorship, Buffett embraced the idea of long-term investing and the importance of holding on to great companies, effectively learning the ropes of value investing. Buffett famously noted that he was 15% influenced by Philip Fisher and 85% by Ben Graham, which shows just how crucial Graham was in shaping Buffett into the iconic investor he eventually became. Fast forward to 1951, after completing his studies, Buffett asked to work at Graham's company for free. Unfortunately, Graham's firm only hired Jewish employees then, so they couldn't accept Buffett's proposal. Buffett went back to Omaha, where he applied his learnings as a stockbroker at his father's brokerage firm. Around this time, Warren Buffett met who would become his lifelong significant other, Susan Thompson. It was love at first sight, and Warren and Susan got married in April 1952. Warren and Susan and their daughter and 2 sons were a joyful and harmonious family. Throughout their marriage, Warren leaned on Susan for emotional support, which allowed him to dedicate himself fully to investing. By the year 1977, with their children having grown older and Warren now firmly established in the investment world, Susan made the decision to pursue her lifelong dream of music. She moved to San Francisco, a decision that essentially resulted in their separation. Warren found it really hard to be apart from Susan, often calling her, pleading for her to come back. He would later call letting her go the biggest mistake of my life. Sadly, in 2004, Susan was diagnosed with oral cancer and passed away at the age of 72. In 2006, honoring Susan's wish, Buffett married Astrid Menks, who had consistently been a caring presence in his life, and they remain happily together. In July 1954, while Warren Buffett was enjoying newlywed life with his wife Susan in Omaha, he received some exciting news. His mentor, Benjamin Graham, invited him to join him at work. Buffett didn't waver over the salary or job conditions. He seized the opportunity. In December 1954, Warren and Susan welcomed their son. Buffett decided to name his newborn baby Howard Graham Buffett, demonstrating his deep admiration for Graham. Working closely with Graham, Warren Buffett deepened his knowledge, and his abilities began to stand out notably. In 1956, Graham retired, and in a generous move, offered Buffett the opportunity to take control of the Graham-Newman Corporation. However, much to everyone's surprise, Buffett declined the offer. The reason? He missed Omaha too much, so Warren journeyed back to his cherished hometown. At the age of 26, now independent Warren Buffett established the Buffett Partnership and embarked on the journey of crafting his own distinguished investment legacy. From 1956 until the partnership ended in 1969, Buffett's investment partnership achieved an impressive average annual return of 29.5%, a remarkable cumulative total return of 2,794.9%. A dollar invested at the start of the Buffett partnership would have grown almost 29 times over 13 years. Buffett's approximately $170,000 net worth in 1956 reached $25.6 million, a notable 156-fold increase. In today's dollars, that is approximately $143 million. Buffett had achieved this by age 39. In 1965, Warren took control of Berkshire Hathaway, which was engaged in the textile industry at the time. Berkshire Hathaway became Buffett's primary investment vehicle. From the 1960s onward, most of his investments were carried out through Berkshire Hathaway. His company took on Buffett's identity. As Buffett succeeded with his investments, he started buying entire companies, ultimately building a massive business empire with over 400 subsidiaries and 400,000 employees. Berkshire Hathaway's investment portfolio has included well-known companies such as Coca-Cola, Apple, Goldman Sachs, Moody's, and Walt Disney. And Berkshire's results have been incredible. From 1965 to the present day, while the S&P 500 index rose approximately 15,000%, Berkshire's stock increased an astonishing 2,400,000%. In 1965, a single share of Berkshire was valued at about $18. Today, it stands at an impressive $350,000 per share. That said, not all of Buffett's investments have been a success. For instance, take Berkshire Hathaway, the original textile company. Buffett himself has described it as a $200 billion mistake considering the opportunity cost. Furthermore, he has regretted his decision not to invest in major tech giants such as Google and Amazon, though he eventually changed his mind on Amazon and bought shares. Back in 1990, Forbes ranked him the second richest person in the world with a total net worth of $4.2 billion. In 1993, he ranked number 1 with a $15.2 billion net worth. In 2005, he ranked second. In 2008, he took the top spot again with a $62 billion net worth. He remains in the top echelon of the world's richest, ranking 4th in 2020. Warren Buffett is famous for promoting 2 crucial investment rules. Rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, Don't forget rule number 1. Warren also emphasizes the snowball effect. He employs the snowball effect to demonstrate how, in a manner similar to rolling a small snowball into a larger one while creating a snowman, modest investments have the potential to grow significantly with long-term dedication and the magic of compound interest. Compound interest is like rolling a snowball. This concept is important in investing. Warren probably had in mind this snowball effect when he joked that he regrets starting his investment journey too late at the age of 11 and wishes that he had started at 5 or 7. Despite his immense wealth, Warren Buffett lives an unassuming life. For more than 60 years, Warren Buffett has lived in the same modest house in Omaha that he purchased in 1958 for $31,500. His children grew up unaware of the family's considerable wealth. Warren still starts each morning with a $3 McDonald's breakfast and drives his Cadillac sedan. No chauffeur. Too much money can harm kids. My children already enjoy more than 99% of Americans. My children are not going to inherit my position. Warren Buffett is committed to disrupting the cycle of dynastic wealth. He plans to give each of his children with $3 million and give more than 90% of his fortune back to society. In 2010, together with Bill Gates and Melinda French Gates, Warren started the Giving Pledge to encourage the ultra-wealthy to give away at least half of their wealth in their lifetime. In 2020, despite experiencing significant financial setbacks due to the COVID pandemic, Buffett donated nearly $3 billion to charities, raising his cumulative donations to approximately $30 billion. Someone once asked Buffett how he defines success. Buffett answered, "Success is having people still stand by you as you grow older." However, that's usually not the way it turns out. Many famous and wealthy individuals fill their days with appointments and social gatherings, but often there is not a single person who genuinely cares for them. A life filled with those who love you, even if it's mundane and simple, is a life lived well. This was the life of Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha and the greatest investor of our time.